Hi everyone, my name is Miguel, and in today's video I want to show you how to control and use effectively your shared parameters. Let's jump right in. In here we are just going to go to a new model. We can pick any template. For the sake of this tutorial I will just pick the architectural one, but you can pick any one that you want. And to start, we need to create a shared parameter file. So let's go to manage and then find the tool called shared parameters. So when you open it, you probably are not going to see anything like I do. And if you do see something a little different, just you can also follow along by just going to create. All right. If you already have a shared parameter file that you need to use the browse, look for the file. But in our case, we're going to create one from scratch. So let's go to create. And here we are going to pick where do we want to save this. Okay, I'm gonna call it shared parameters and I'm gonna save. Now, we need groups and we need parameters. So groups is the way that we categorize our parameters. So for example, I like to create one that is called title block. So in here, I'm gonna create all the parameters that I need for my title block. For example, I need a parameter for the discipline. So I'm controlling the discipline name by using these parameters. The discipline is common because I'm gonna use it for all my different files from the different disciplines. Now the data type, in here you can pick any one that you want, but usually for text, it's gonna be text. All right, so let's pick text. You can create an edit tooltip. So that would be anything that you wanna, maybe something that you wanna help those who are gonna be using this parameter. So for example, type the discipline code and link it to sheets. This is really important. You need to link your shared parameters to something, to a category. So in this case, we are going to link it to sheets. Right, so let's click OK to save this tooltip and click OK. So now it has a tooltip. We'll see how we see it in a little bit. Let's create another one. Let's call this project name. So project name is also a text. Okay, let's see. Do we need another one? Maybe let's call it this a type. I'm not creating any more tooltips just for the sake of time. I don't want to waste my time here. So we got discipline, project name, and type. That could be good to start. Okay, maybe we can do another group before we move on. So let's do another group. And this group will be for families. So say, I don't know, since we are in the architectural file, so architectural families. So usually have one group per discipline. So it's up to you really how you wanna set. In my case, for example, for architectural families, I will need the type, I don't know, and this is text. Okay, you cannot repeat, even though they are in different groups, you cannot have the same. So let's call it type architectural. Let's create another one, for example, size. It's also text. Yeah, let's call it. Right, save it by just clicking OK. So now we created those parameters, but they are not in my project yet. So to bring them to my project, I gotta go to project parameters. So I go to project parameters and I don't have anything yet. Now let's bring those parameters back to my project. So I go to new parameters and I select share parameter. And here I need to select, and you see that I see my two groups. So I got my title block and the architectural families. So let's bring the title block. So in this case, we are going to bring these three. So we need to do it one by one because we need to link them. So let's do that. So we are gonna bring first the discipline. And I want to make the discipline to be an instance to be grouped under data. Maybe, yeah, under data. And then in the categories, here is where we link it to something. So we said that the discipline was going to be linked to the sheets. So let's do that. We see the tooltip right here. Type the discipline code and link it to sheets. All right, so we are only selecting sheets. Now click OK and click OK. So now it's on my sheet. So if I create a new sheet, let's pick the title block that we have right there. Now you will see on the properties window that we have a data category and we have our discipline. So we can control it from here. What else can we do here? We can put a label. So let's go to edit this family. For example, we have here the project name. Let's modify this family a little bit. Let's put it here. Let's copy this line like that. Let's copy this as well from here to here. Let's say discipline. We are also going to copy this. So we are going to put it here. And we are going to edit this label. I'm gonna bring it out. And I'm going to bring the discipline. So to do that, I have two options. I can create a new one, or I can go to the cloud if I have my properties on the cloud. So let's go and bring my share parameter. Let's select it. It's from the title block. It's the discipline. Click OK. Click OK. I got it right there. And I got my discipline right here. Click apply. Click OK. So now I can load and close. So let's do that. Oh, I'm not gonna save that. So let's load. No. And overwrite the existing version. So now I have it right there. And I can type whatever, like mechanical. Well, this is architectural. Right? So I have it there. I can control it in individual sheets. So if I go to another drawing, I will see that it's empty. What if I decide that the discipline is gonna be for the entire project? Then we are gonna follow a little different procedure. We are going to go to manage, and in the project parameter tool, we have the discipline, but we are going to edit this parameter. So let's check that it's on sheets. We are gonna uncheck that, and then we're gonna go to something that will be controlled everywhere. So for example, we have project information. This is one of the best places to put it. All right, still data, and it's okay. Let's put it there. It's gonna warn me that it's going to delete all the information that I have added. So that's fine. We can add it again, and it will be just one time. So let's put it there. Now it's under project information. So if we go to manage, project information. Now we can see that under the data is my discipline parameter. So I can put architectural here and click OK. And now you can see that it's right there. And if I create a new one, so this is the beauty of this. If I create a new one, it will always have that discipline in it. But if I apply two categories, so if I go to project parameters, I edit this one, and in here, I think just because I want to, I select sheets at the same time. So I do that, click OK, click OK. Now that is gone immediately, because the one that is less effective or that is less rigid is the one that is going to govern this. So in this case, you will have to do it one by one. So you see, you gotta do it one by one in each one of them. Of course, you can also select multiple sheets. So if I select 3 sheets, for example, I can just go to the properties and type here whatever I want. And the 3 of them will have that. But if I create a new one, of course, it's not gonna have anything. As you see, it's not gonna have anything on that parameter. So just keep that in mind. In my case, I usually like, if it's something that I wanna control in the entire project, I just leave sheets unchecked and only keep those parameters under project information. Okay, let's do that. Click OK, and right away I see that in all my drawings I have the word architectural for the discipline. So that's great. That's working perfect. Now, what if I want to change the project name? Well, we already have that built in right here. So we have the project name. So I can call it, for example, I don't know, YouTube. Right, that's my project name. And I click OK. And I have it right there. I have it everywhere because, you know, it's a project information parameter. So that's cool and all. But what if my drawing number, I wanted to be something different, something longer with codes? So here is where the shape parameters really shine. For example, here you see that we have a ton of codes and numbers. Yeah, we can edit that label. So let's go there. You see that the sheet number just made of many numbers. But in our case, we are going to just say XXX and delete everything after. And we are going to add our shape parameters. All right, let's see. We have the discipline. Perfect. I'm gonna put it on top. In this case, it was architectural. But I can make it via code, like ARC or something like that. But we also have, let's select another title block. So we have the project name here. So it's not the same one that we were controlling just a little while ago, but this one is the one that will have a code. So for example, for YouTube, it's gonna be YTB. So we are gonna put it on top, then the discipline, then the number, and maybe one more. I think we have the type. All right, so let's print the type, and the type is gonna be right before the sheet number, and the type is gonna be DWG or DRG or whatever you want. All right, so I wanna make them to be like that with maybe dashes in between. So to do that, I can use the prefix here, like that, select apply. So you can see how it's looking right there. Let's click OK, and let's go to edit that label. So we can edit. Let's duplicate it because we don't want to mess with it. So let's say 3 millimeters. Oh, it says that it's already used. Let's cancel out. Maybe we can change this to 3 millimeters. Yeah, that looks good. So if you didn't have it, you can also edit type, duplicate it, give it a proper dimension, also change it in here, and you are good. Right, let's load. Say no, in my case, probably you will want to save each version of your title block. In my case, I don't need to. And we override the existing version. We can see now that we have architectural right there. But we are missing the other parameters. Where are they? Well, we haven't brought them in yet, so we need to go to manage, project parameters, and we only have the discipline. So that's why we can only see the architectural and then the serial number. Let's bring the other ones. So we go to new, share parameter, we select the group title block, then the project name. We are gonna put it under data. Yep. And then here, probably it's gonna be a project information because all of our drawings are gonna have the same project name code. So let's put it there in project information and click OK. So we can control it from there. Let's bring another one though. So let's go and bring another here parameter, title block. We also need the type. This type is gonna be controlled under the drawings because we are gonna have different type of drawings. So let's go to sheets, and this is gonna be also data. You can put it whatever you want. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna put everything under data. All right, so now we have the data type, and as we did before, I can select multiple of them and just populating here the RG. Right, so we got that. We got the RG. Now I want to go to my project information section, and I want to populate the project name, the code. So in this case, it's gonna be YTB, and the architectural, we are going to use all capitals. Click OK, and now we have our beautiful drawing number with codes, right? And it's working. If I go to another drawing, you can see it is working perfectly. All right. All right, so that is how you use your shape parameters. It's really easy, really quick, and it will help you a lot to save a ton of time. And it will allow you to also use the same parameters in different projects, in different files. So that's amazing. It will save you a ton of time, I promise you. All right, see you next time.